Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about The Sugarland Express. And this movie is directed by Steven Spielberg, and it came out in 1974, 50 years ago, if you can believe that. And I've never seen this movie before, and all I really knew about it going into it was that Goldie Hawn was in it. It was directed by Steven Spielberg. It came out before Jaws, and I wasn't sure if this was Steven Spielberg's first feature film. I know that this movie was released theatrically, I believe, but he had other credits for movies that were not all shorts. And so depends on how you look at it. Like Duel that came out before this movie, but I think that wasn't released theatrically, so depends on how you define what his first film is. And this movie was well shot. You could tell it was a movie directed by Steven Spielberg. It has some charm to it, and the action scenes, they're more like chase scenes in this movie for the most part, and not all of them are like impressively shot or like overly engaging in terms of how it's presented visually, because it kind of just feels a little experimental, like we're not quite sure how to do all this, and there's a couple points in the movie where it changes from nighttime to daytime pretty obviously. And there's things like that in the movie where it's like, yeah, there are improvements to be made. But at the same time, it is part of the charm of watching the movie. And I thought Goldie Hawn was good in the movie. She was one of the better parts of the movie for me. And I liked where the story went, even if I wasn't like fully engaged with everything that was going on. It was pretty much exactly what I'd expect from a movie like this. And that's not to downgrade what I got, because I did enjoy the film overall. The third act was fun, and there are memorable scenes in the movie for sure, but this is not a film that I'm rushing back to seeing anytime soon. Like, there's plenty of other movies that Spielberg has made that I just prefer. But to go back to positives, I did find it kind of funny that our two main characters, while being criminals, were kind of idiots. That was kind of funny, and I also love the amount of people that are eventually involved with this crime. That was kind of funny. Like everyone's just chasing them. And overall, I did enjoy the tone of the film. That never brought the movie down for me. The film had a strong ending. That's really what helped my experience. And the music was good. It was composed by John Williams. The music complemented the film pretty well. But going to my issues, I found a good chunk of this movie to be very repetitive. Like, I didn't feel like things were really progressing for myself. It was just the same thing over and over again. The movie's too long. Like, it's almost 2 hours, and it easily could have been 90 minutes. Because there's plenty of stuff that just doesn't need to be there. And it was either that or this amount of information could have been communicated in a way that would have made the movie shorter. It was either one of those two things, so when I felt as though the movie was getting repetitive. And when the movie is not focused on our two main characters, that's where it kind of drags for me, because I'm not really interested in any of the other characters. Like, they're fine and all. I didn't hate the other characters, but at the same time, they just didn't really do anything for me. And my biggest issue with this movie is that I wasn't really engaged with the story or the characters. I liked where it went, and there are directions that it took that I did like. And there's nothing really particularly bad about it that just really stuck with me and left a really bad taste in my mouth. But at the same time, it's just a film that I didn't get much out of it. Like, you watch it, and you walk away thinking, that was decent, and a few weeks go by, and then you just never think about it again. And that's kind of how I feel about it. It's fine-ish, decent, has elements about it that I liked, and it's better than the average disposable movie that I've seen recently. Like, all of the Cube movies, well, the not original Cube movies, and plenty of other really bad movies that I've seen somewhat recently. Whereas this, it's like, yeah, it's above those films, and it's competent, but Will I come back to this movie ever again? Probably not. It was fine, and I can live with myself seeing this movie. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give the Sugarland Express a 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of the Sugarland Express, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Million Dollar Baby. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.